What's up, everybody? Welcome back to On the Warpath. It's your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button and you hit that bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted. It's always like, comment, share this. Yeah, I may have said that already. I don't know. Been a long few days, as you can hear my voices. We're trying to get this back in to gear. Been out of town last weekend, really didn't have a voice most of that weekend, but for some reason, God gave me the ability to do a couple of basketball games, um, and it was good. We had fun. Got to go to Richmond to do some of the high school championship games. We had two teams from out my way go all the way to the state capitol and play. Both of them lost, but both girls teams, and they played hard, fought their horses off. But at the end of the day, they just couldn't bring home the big trophy, but they brought up home run-up trophies, and it is what it is. But it was a good experience out there at VCU for 3 days. Got to see some good teams. I got to see a buzzer beater. That was fun. And also we saw John Marshall, who, if you're in the high school sports around here in Virginia, kind of what they're doing to the playoff scene is a mild travesty, just to put it lightly. I know they're dominating, but still, if you go look into it, it's a little, some stuff there. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about the Washington Commanders and their free agent moves. We came here the last time we were on here. We were talking about Daron Payne being franchise tag, and this was going to get, carried, just carried long into the season, and we'd be able to talk about it. But not now. We don't have to worry about it. Man, he got his mama. I got paid. When I say he's got his own money, he's got his own money. Daron Payne, 4 years, $90 million. Really, it's like a 2-year deal. I think like what they said, like six something that's guaranteed, and the last 2 years don't really count. So it's like it's like the points on whose line is it anyway. It don't count, right? What's up, Tim? Don Wilson said you sound like Justin. Probably am. What's up, Brontosaurus? Good to see you too. I think Brontosaurus was talking about. I can't get the comments up. There we go. Then you talk about Airbnb. And what's up? But yeah, good to see y'all up in here. Team made some good moves. Daron Payne, of course, being the one. Yeah, $6 million guaranteed, $9 million 4-year deal. Those last 2 years are kind of just fake years. They don't really count. Making him the second highest paid defensive tackle in NFL history, which when they say in NFL history, doesn't really even mean anything anymore when they say that, because as prices go up, the cost is going to go up, right? So people are going to get paid even more. So it doesn't even matter. I don't know why they even say in NFL history anymore. They just do it. I don't know. It just seems like it's lost its fair. It's like when your grandparents would tell you, boy, don't you go out there. Okay, they can't really get up and do it. They're not gonna chase you around. That's pretty much what that is. No, haven't heard anything about Cody Barton's deal. Just know it's guaranteed. And Dancer was claimed off of waivers. So let's see. Chase better show up. Him and Chase paying for a check. Yeah. Chase. You talking about Sweat, Corey? Yeah. But I thought it was a good move. Daron Payne, I think over the last 2 out of 4 years, I think he's probably been the better interior defensive lineman. I thought in 2020 He had a hell of a season. He had 6 sacks this year. He had 11. He's making a name for himself. And then, I kind of find it funny that that a lot of people made a big deal about him and Jonathan Allen fighting on the sidelines back in 2021 at the end of the season, and like this was going to be a big blow. Well, look at there. Finally, we get a damn laugh finally over there. We get the last laugh on that because guess what? We got both of them boys coming back this year, and they're under contract. As many times you want to make that the buzz joke, guess what? Guess what? They staying here. They're getting paid. Talk about him and the social media stuff. He got rid of everything. Whoop-de-dee, whatever. People get hurt. This is what this generation is. Doesn't matter. They get over it. That's the most important thing. He got over it. What's up, Ed? Let's see here. My guy, you lost your voice at the game this week. Dude, I haven't had my voice for about a week. That's why I hadn't did anything in a while. I don't know where it's going to go. I feel like I'm on a backside of probably getting laryngitis, which was awful. Couldn't talk. And for most people, it's probably good that are around me. But with me, I like to talk. I like to yell at people. Yeah, exactly, Tim. It was blown out of proportion. It was a culmination of, like they said, Ron Rivera said they were going through real shit. Going real things. That was right around the time that DeShays Everett got in that accident. His girlfriend was died in an accident, unfortunately. And they had to go through, and Montez Sweat had just lost his brother and everything. So they were all going through that with them. It was blown out of proportion. Like I said, laugh. When you see somebody who laughed at you about that, laugh about it. Laugh at their face. Say, how we got it. Let's see here. Where else we got? What else we got here? You don't know that. But I did like some of these other movies that came out. First of the tampering. We heard about the tampering going on. The legal tampering. This is the best time of year. This is my favorite time of year. Some people like draft. I like the free agency period. We get the legal tampering. Like we heard today, Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets is pretty much a done deal. So probably next year he'll be in Minnesota. You got to be old enough to remember that joke if you get it. But let's see here. First, we heard it was Nick Gates, who, if you remember Nick Gates, he broke his leg. He's a tough guy. Had a leg injury back in week 2 of the 2021 season. I got to see it in person, and he's going to agree to a 3-year deal, which is $18 million max, and $8 million of that is guaranteed. He's 27-year-old, and he will stay in the NFC East. But the dude, he was a captain. The dude looked like a crazy Southern gun, too. He got out there, he broke his leg. He was grinning after he got out. I don't know if it was the adrenaline or what, but he played in 8 of the 9 final games working at the left guard in rotation with Ben Brereton, and he was the starting left guard in both the Giants' playoff games this year. So he got playoff experience, left guard. As we know, the guard play was atrocious, to say the best, with Andrew Norwell, or Norwell as I like to call him, and then Trey Turner. We got guys who'd actually going out there. We talked about this before. People were talking about, we need to bring back Eric Flowers. Y'all realize Eric Flowers ain't get picked up by no damn body, right? So why did you want to bring somebody in here like this? The injury history, does it worry me? Not really, because the guy came back. The guy came back and he played. They eased him back into this, what smart teams do, right? And we couldn't beat them. We couldn't beat the Giants. So what do? You go out and get somebody from there and figure out how you beat the Giants just a little bit better and get a mind in that offense of the Giants. Let's see here. I don't really like the Wiley sign, but we got a tackle with Super Bowl experience. He played in BNA's system, has a high pass block win rate. He did allow a lot of pressures, though. He could also be converted into a guard because that's where originally he started at. So I think it'll be between him and if Bieniemy likes Cosby at the right tackle spot, or if he likes Wiley. We'll figure that out. They'll figure that out as they go. But right now, I think that's a good signing. You get somebody in there who can speak the language. Like Doc Walker said, half of this stuff is not just about executing the play. It's about who can speak the language. Who can speak the offensive language. Who can be in that room, can be a translator for all these guys on the Commanders already and preach the Bieniemy message. He needs some ministers. If Bieniemy's going to be the pastor, he needs some deacons to go out there and spread his gospel. There you go. That's how you can translate it right there. And that's what Wiley's going to do. Just then, yes. What's up, JQ? Yep. Also, the linebacker, Cody Barton, which I don't know about this one, boys and girls. I was looking at Pro Football Focus, and we getting this time of year. I know Pro Football Focus isn't gospel, but the Commanders got a tight end that ranked lower, and not a tight end, but a linebacker that ranked lower than our boy Cole Holcomb, which I think Cody Barton signing could spell the end of Cole Holcomb here. So we're replacing our mullets for a guy with just a regular old fade. Get my guy some cough drops. Hey, man, I think this might be the permanent thing right now. Maybe was that a Favre joke? Yes, it was a Favre joke. It was. But yeah, a 1-year deal for Cody Barton. That one was before I even made the graphic. So that just came over the waiver wire. And then Washington picked up, they took care of their own. Khaleke Hudson, who played really well in that Dallas game, and then Danny Johnson, who played well the back end of the season when they actually put on an interception against the Vikings. Remember, against Kirk family member. So you took care of your own guys. You took care of 3 of your own guys. One that's even a bigger step is the fact that you went out, you franchise tag guy. Daron Payne even said in his press conference, Coach Vera said, yeah, you're going to franchise me, but we want to get a deal done. What happened? They got a damn deal done. So this stigma of this franchise tag, it goes back to what I've said before. If you don't want to be here, I don't want you here. If you want to be here, so be it. Work out a deal and be here. Daron Payne obviously wanted to be here. Whoever cares about the F minuses and the pluses with the PA's survey or whatever, which I found this out that the Atlanta Falcons or somebody, they have to take out a meal fee. They take a meal fee out of their players' checks. Found that to be kind of hilarious. But I thought I thought that was a smart move. Like all these moves seem like they're competent. The Dantzler signing, all for waivers, a 6'2" corner, lanky guy who was beating out a second-round pick while he was a third-round pick from a couple years prior, beating out a newly cemented second-round pick that they wanted to have in there, but he could never do that. Spent a little time on the IR. Injuries kind of hurt him. But if he can get back up to speed, you got somebody who's similar to a Ben St. Juice. So you got your guys, you getting big and physical at the corner spot because God knows you're going to need that when you play the Philadelphia Eagles. You're going to need that when you're taking on A.J. Brown. You need somebody that's big, physical, and not afraid to get your hands dirty. Let's see here. Rivera making moves like it's 2020 all over again. Good, Gus Bus. Good. Because you know what? That was a flexible, that was a good free agency class. That was a good free agency class. That was probably the best line, which wasn't great, but that was probably the best linebacking core we had here since Ron got here. Ain't saying much, not saying much at all. I thought that was J.D. McKissick's best season here. I thought that Logan Thomas, right? Logan Thomas was a good move in that free agency guy. So kind of missed me with that. Yeah, but that's why you draft too, right? That's why you draft. So we're talking about a team that was what 3-13, and they won 7 games. I'm not talking about. We're not going to read. We're not retreading right now. Anyway, did the Cowboys get Bobby Wagner? Old Bobby Wagner? Oh, they have contacted him. Initial conversations. Nice. Good for them. Dallas do the same thing they do when they sign anybody else. Nothing. What's up, Super Chef? Love the moves, man. Yeah. You make bargains for agency. You get deals. You make your deals there. What are the chances we bring in McKinnon or Hardman? I don't know. I like bringing. McKinnon, maybe, but who's the odd man out here? And Abel, I see your comment because I want to talk about that too. Ref the district. What's up, fellas? What's up? Y'all, I have a fun story too to tell you. If you're so let the sidebar while Ref District is here, because we all know, everybody knows Josh Kirby's been on here. I think Josh Kirby's been on y'all's channel too. But I've never met Josh Kirby in person. I have I met his boss in Richmond yesterday and this weekend when we were doing the tournaments and stuff. So it's kind of cool. And he was so shocked. He's like, "That's my boss." I was like, "I didn't know that. I just knew they worked at the same radio station." But there you go. Fun story. Fun story. And we almost stopped in Lexington too on the way back from Richmond. But I didn't want to get drunk, so we didn't go to Trev's bar. But we almost stopped there. Stopped in Roanoke. We had to get a little south there. But yeah, but it's good to have you boys in here. Got to check out y'all's new video. Go check out Ref District new video too. Then check them out Wednesday too. I like me Cole Harmon here. I like McKinnon here. The more the merrier, right? Like I said, you need deacons. If Eric Bieniemy's the pastor, he needs deacons to preach. Well, damn. I remember that next time. I wasn't dressed for it either. What did yeah, bring it back. Like I said, we all need preachers. We all need deacons to express the word. And if you're speaking the language, I bring in Deacon McKinnon and Deacon Hardman to come with Deacon Wiley to preach the language. There you go. Your thoughts on trade for I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. I mean, why would you trade for a running back who is skills are maybe kind of similar to an Antonio Gibson? And what are you going to have to give up for him? I'm sorry, I don't like to deal with baby Einstein out there and with the Chargers. Maybe Chicago might go to the Chicago, which they've done some good things, right? They're their first pick. They got DJ Bourne now. they've added to this defense with Tremaine Edmonds. I know a lot of people are upset about that, but I, I'm good with Offset. I just feel like it's a means to no end. But they said we were. Yeah, we're gonna try. Hold on, real quick. Uh, anyway, we're making dinner plans here, so I gotta make sure I get those right here. I know she'd give me about 20 minutes or 30 minutes. That too. Yep. 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 I forgot he said old. I forgot Austin Eckler said old. Yeah, so it's pretty much a little hoodoo wink. It's like when it's like when the Bears had Matt Forte for all those years, then he went to Chicago, but Forte was that big dual threat. Um, I feel like that's the same way. You know, you might get one year out of him, decent year. 2 years, you just got like 2 years out of him. A guy who amassed like over what 16,000 all-purpose yards. Yeah, no, thank you, no, thank you. And like I said, hit a wall. Getting ready to hit that. He was getting ready to hit that wall. Why do we need another running back? What is with everybody in this? With this guy? With the Robinson cat? We need to get another running back. That's what we need at this juncture. We need another running back. That's what I don't get. Do we really need? Do folks? Do we need another running back? All right, Mikey. That's what I need. Long they don't trade it, but like I said, if they trade him, not to us, I'm good. What's up, Dubs? I don't want to touch on Austin Eckler, which I know Josh Taylor said he heard some rumors about it. He heard rumors about it. I mean, we'll see as we go. We'll see as we go. But I mean, there's still a lot of work to do. I think the biggest question now is who's going to be your backup quarterback? You bringing in Heineke back? Are you re-signing Heineke, or are you going to get out there and get somebody? I would like to see a Jacoby Brissett. I would like to see him. He's a big, tall, lanky quarterback who can. I think if you need him to get you a game or two, he can do it. And then I don't think he threatens the well-being, the mentality of a Sam Howell. I'm not like hitting the table for Sam Howell. I want to see what he can do because I told y'all before, my expectations for this team, even with the moves, are not very high. They're not. I just feel like there's just too much going on. I called it before, it's a lame duck year. This is the penultimate year on Ron's contract that he's going into. And after next year, he'll only have 1 year left on his contract. I don't expect a lot of fireworks. I don't. That's just not me. But I'd rather see what we've got. I want to see what we got, and I could sit here and be pleasantly surprised, and I'll be fine. I ain't like other people. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Because guess what? In this world, you're gonna be a whole lot more wrong than you're right. That's what politics is called, right? Anyway, uh, yeah. I mean, but what do you? I mean, let me ask you this, Gus. But what do you expect? You go get top tier free agents. You want to spread. You want to stretch a dollar. I mean, that's what your free agency is not supposed to build your team. You build that through the draft, which that's what I think we may be going to. I still think there's a need for left tackle, a definitely linebacker, cornerback. There's a need there, and somebody else got a new deal. Let's see who it is. Giants just made a big splash. They signed Bobby Oriki as he will be their linebacker. 4 years, $40 million with 22 guaranteed. EB might surprise us with QB, but I like Heineke as a backup. See, I disagree with you, bro, Source, because I think the Heineke hive is so volatile, is so pro Heineke that it's scary. Like they can't see the man's faults or his limitations. Now, our boy Paulie, who is a recovering Heineke hiver, is he kind of came to the middle a little bit. We had to pray for him and we had to have corporate prayer with our brother, but he came out on top. Pause. But there's some people, and I mean the noise that they'll start hearing, the questions that the media asks. It's just best to Taylor Heineke just walks on and goes somewhere else. At this point, thank you for everything you did. Send him, have him a party with cake and punch, and send him on his way. Say thank you, Taylor. Have a real nice. Get Chef Connor. Make a real nice sheet cake. They can have some They can have some orange tang. Maybe some red Kool-Aid, the powder kind. You just pour it in there, and you just pour it in the Kool-Aid, and it'll be good. And say farewell, Taylor. There you go. And everybody had the pile. It'd be in the shape of the pylon. Had that picture of him at the pylon in that playoff game we won against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's right, we didn't do that. Anyway, you think how has the offensive line to succeed this year? As currently constructed, no, I don't think so. I think with the pieces that they decided to bring on, I think that they will. I think that the offense will be much improved. I think who is pretty much going back to being a rookie because he's in a new system, which that could be odd if Washington doesn't win, this year, and they get a new coach. Who says Bieniemy is going to be here? You might in your heart of hearts might think, well, Bieniemy should be the head coach. I don't know if Tillman and Josh Harris or Jeff Bezos may want that to happen. Who knows? We'll see. See at the end of the day. Thank you. Heineke is fine with me as long as Ron tells him he's here to help Sam develop, and he won't be a long term. So he won't be the starter. That's what it is. He's that. See, there's that hope, Mikey. You're giving him. There's that hope. I gotta crush the hope. I gotta crush the Heineke hope. Let's see. Great comments for respect. Big fan of Heineke, but it looks like Hal is the man. So I would keep Heineke. If he goes, he goes. Yeah, yeah. Let him go to Green Bay. He might get a starting opportunity in Green Bay. That's where he wants to go. Michael, Seahawks fans. He says, thank you guys so much for taking Cody Barton. Thank you. You're welcome. I mean, low risk, high reward for us. I know he had his struggles in coverage, but all our linebackers here have to, so it don't really matter. And I do think it's going to spell into Cole Holcomb because let's take a look at Cody Barton. I want to take a look at his Cody Barton. There you go. That's an excellent point, Gus Bus. Heineke has to learn a new system too, so he could regress big time under EB. It's possible. It's a possibility that EB doesn't feel that Taylor's the system quarterback for him. Doesn't feel like Taylor fits that system of what he wants to do. Let's see, Cody Barton. What did I want? He had 84 solo tackles last year. Really, last year was his first time as a full-time starter. 84 solo tackles, 52 assisted. Before, and that was a total of 136 tackles. But before last year, he had no more than 37 tackles. And then again, he may come in here and be a special teams ace. He's going to the Raiders, Mikey. He started 11 games, played in all 17, 2 interceptions last year. Pass coverage, ooh, God, not good. 86.3% where he was targeted. And they say he does have some trouble with shedding off blocks. That's it. That system was horrific. To be fair, Scott only had a job because his daddy was a decent coach. No, Scott had a job because Ron owed his daddy, not because his daddy was a decent coach. Because remember, Ron had his daddy as his offensive coordinator. And when Ron was out of a job in Chicago, North came and saved him and made him his linebackers coach and then promoted him defensive coordinator a couple years later out there in San Diego. There you go. Yeah, I'm not even going to address it. Come on. Frost 40 below. Where you been at, bro? Where you been at? Why you late? Frost, why you late? Why you late, bro? We're going to talk. We're going to talk about this later. Let's go to Affleck. Is only true if EB doesn't believe in Gibson's ability for what he wants to do. Yeah, but McKinnon is a free agent too, which a little bit older. Now you're bringing excuses up in here. I miss a week and you're bringing excuses to the table, bro. What's wrong with you? See, that's why our parlay messed up. That's why our parlays messed up in the playoffs. There's no honesty, man. There's no honesty. I bring you 100% honesty, and then you backslide and sidestepping, bro. Damn. Lord, y'all. This voice. Hey, appreciate you dropping by, Mikey. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Frost. Yeah, see, there you go. I know I can share. Hey, you're right. Just, that shit is messed up though. Don't even bring that up. See, I told you that you're backsliding. Yeah, but shh. Rockman, what's up, bro? How you feeling? Shoo. Yeah. Let's see here. I really liked how EB reached out to a young guy from college who's developed many pro quarterbacks under the radar. Coming here, Kevin Holt, Devin Mills. Remember, he was in front of Davita Pritchard was in front of Andrew Luck, also at Stanford. So he's worked with him too. So the guy that's seen a lot of quarterback play, absolutely good play. I think he's going to be good for Sam Howell. I think he's going to be real good for Sam Howell. Oh, we live in the dream, bro. You know how it is. The Bisons, baby. The Bisons. They back in it. They back in it. The Bisons. Ah, ah. Oh gosh. This is the best worst time of year for college basketball. Also, they finally found a wide receivers coach, Bobby Ingram. And for if you're young like me, we remember Bobby Ingram playing for the Seattle Seahawks. Him and Daryl Jackson. And he's going to be the new wide receivers coach. Which I like the fact that you got a guy who played at a pretty good, played at a decent level. Um, in a long time in the league. Played for the Bears. He played for the Seahawks. Had a year with the Chefs, and then he ended his season with the Browns. He's been at San Francisco. He's wide receivers coach in Pittsburgh, and he's been in Baltimore. He was in Baltimore for 7 years before becoming the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach at Wisconsin, which we knew Wisconsin, they fired their head coach during the 2022 season. So he got out of there. But now he's going to be the wide receivers coach here in Washington. So, guy who had over 7,500 yards receiving, 650 catches, 35 touchdowns. See what he brings to the room. A little bit of an older voice now in the room, 50 years old compared to Drew Terrell, who's in his late 20s, early 30s there. Also from Stanford. He was from Stanford. Drew Terrell was. Let's see. And we picked up a couple of picks too from Brandon Sheriff leaving. Finally got that. We got that compensatory pick. I'll go and find those, see which ones those were. Since we have decent depth, we shouldn't stay at 16 and resist temptation to trade down. Shouldn't we stay at 16 and resist temptation to trade down? I would even package picks to move up, but secure premium players. Quality over quantity now. I'm never a big fan of like trading up though, unless there's some like surefire guy. Now this is what I find interesting here. And you're at 16. And the top 4 quarterbacks in the draft. And I find it crazy that, it's CJ Stroud, Bryce Young. Now they're making conversation for Anthony Richardson, could be the top pick. Will Levis is somewhere in there. I tell you what, if one of those quarterbacks drop, Stroud or Bryce Young, and I know Sam Howell, God, I know, but this is me thinking Like, I want this to happen. But if it happens, do you kick the tires and try to trade up? Just as a just in case. Like, what is that conversation? And you got to look at it too. If we look at the NFL draft and with the breakdown, I think Philadelphia is at 9. So you probably going to get to 8. Let's see. NFL 2023 draft. I tell you what, I'd rather do that than trade for Lamar Jackson. 10. Philadelphia's at 10. So you look at the top 10, top 2, Panthers, Texans, those probably going to be quarterbacks. Arizona, Indianapolis is there, but they're probably going to draft quarterbacks, so it might not work out. Seattle, Detroit, Vegas, they just got Jimmy Garoppolo. The Falcons. The Falcons. I mean, that's just me kind of. That's the only thing I'm trading up for as a quarterback. That's the only thing I would trade up for. Let's see. I think Cody can be good with a great front 7. He's got a good front 4. Actually in QB, but we could trade next year's first and 16 to move. I think you're going to trade more than that. I think you're going to trade more than that. Probably your second round pick from this year. Maybe a third or fourth next year. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I just wouldn't. I would trade, like I said, and this is in Kansas City this year. Good God. What's up, Alante? Golly. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what we got. But yeah, y'all. Like I said, my just to kind of wrap up here, because we're gonna have to get out of here because I gotta go shop for dinner. Um, I like all the moves so far. I like them. I'm not saying they're great. It's nothing like I'm drooling all over. But I like the fact that we went out and addressed key areas of concern where there was a lack of depth. You went in, you got Gates, you got Wiley. Not saying they're going to be starters. Probably one or both of them will be starters. I think that may say you can cut Andrew Noel, Trey Turner, get them the hell out of here. I preferably would like to see us maybe try and go after a tight end on the free agency market. I think that the Cody Barton signing, that's a depth. I don't think they're going to pay him more than probably about $2 million, $3 million. How y'all feel about this bunch of Jags? Hey, you gotta have Jags. Well, you gotta have Jags, Roger. You gotta have them, bro. I wouldn't call Wiley that. I wouldn't call Gates that. Yeah, they're good. I mean, you got you don't. I've learned you don't spend all that cash on no free agents. Oh, don't be disrespectful. Rod is feeling himself and going into 2020 mode. Problem is 79 ain't gonna do that. Y'all realize the man had God, y'all got me on around. You got me on around Rivera defense mode, and I don't want to be this guy. The team was 13-3, so they improved more than half the game from a year prior. Then they got a little arrogant. Then but if you're saying he's going to 2020 mode, and that's +4 wins, that gets you 12 right there. Just saying. I'm just saying. You get some guys on there. Like I say, you don't make the market free agency as a breadwinner. I look, my guy is still my guy who I want still out there, who I would pay the cheddar for. Damn it, they need to go out and get Orlando Brown Jr. They got to. If Bieniemy wants him, go out there and get him. That's the move I want. Take both tackles from Kansas City. Go out there and get Baby Zeus. Go out there and get him. Because you build it. Marcus, welcome back. Welcome back, Mark. Amir, I got it. I'll get you here in a second, Marcus. I got to ask the ground, Marcus, publicly. Hey, bro, looking forward to talking draft with you in the next few weeks. Yes, sir. Appreciate the super chat, too. Amir, people owe Amir apology, though, from a couple years ago when they got all mad at him about that draft. Remember, you don't trade up, draft wide receiver. Jamar Chase was the best wide receiver in the draft. And then Morgan Moses, right? He was gone. That's my point. Of course, that's my point. I think Ron did a good job his first year on the job, but we can't progress if he reverts back to old tactics. The team is not evolving to be a contender under him. Yeah. Hey, you got to go for what works, though. That's what he's doing. He knows what works for him. Going to the $5 bin. Look, you can find Academy Award winning videos in the $5 video box at Walmart. You find some good videos there for $5. I know with inflation, probably like $7.50, but still, you can find them. You got to go back to what you know. And I think just because we went out of here and got some guys that are going to go and get rid of some other script. Come on now. Let's talk about Nick Gates. He fills a role. He can play center. He can play guard, which could also say that Chase Roulier is on the way out the door. Wiley, which I saw your point about the videos on the field, right? He said the field was oversaturated. To me, offensive lineman who's pass blocking going backwards, that's more impressive that he was able to maintain. So I think he did pretty good against the Cincinnati defense. With Cincinnati defense isn't anything you can stub your nose at. Neither is Jacksonville's. So I mean, they're coming from. You couldn't beat the You couldn't beat the New York Giants last year. What do? You go out and find somebody who's from the Giants. We bring them in here. How do we beat the damn Giants? And then you go get somebody who's from a winner in the Kansas City Chiefs. I like it. I think I answered that without even reading that question, though. It's a possibility. Oh, Marcus. 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 How about them Louisville Cardinals? I told you, Marcus. I told you, if my UVA Wise Cavaliers would beat Lenore Ryan, and then we just beat them, we beat the brakes off them boys. And your boys still couldn't end. Which the Cardinals do, man? Hell, we could have beat the Cardinals. We could have went to Louisville. They should have invited Wise up there. Possibly. Exactly. 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 Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, Gus Bus, is it? Hold on. I want to see this. I want to see this too. Is Nick Gates off injured, or did he have one injury? That's two different things. That's like saying Adrian Peterson's off injured when he had the ACL tear. Right? Before then, Nick Gates appeared in 32 games. He started the first two games of the 2021 season, worked his way back, and was on that pup list for like the first six-ish games. And he was voted comeback player of the year. He was fifth in comeback player of the year votes. Oh yeah, they'll double their win total from a year, right? But they only need to win like 3 to double that. Bates ain't no scrub. Bates is one of the best blocking tight ends in the league. Stop it. Yes, I wouldn't say I would have called Gates off injured. Roulier's off injured. Not call him that. Now, if Gates comes up in here and starts getting off injured, and ironically enough, Gates got hurt at FedEx Field, right? I'll tell you one thing: he was tough enough to play in Brian Dayball's spot in his offense. It's where Ron and Jack have undervalued the linebacker position since they've been here. Yep, I said that, and Tim will tell you this too. I said this on Tim's Sports Talk a couple years ago. I said if Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio can't find linebackers for us, then we got a whole lot more problems than just linebacker spot. I think Nick Gates is a backup guard center. We probably trade back and draft something. Hey, and Marcus called the Dancer signing too. He had that on the Sports View 2 group on Facebook. If you got Facebook, go check it out. Go find them. I think we don't resign Heineke, and I kind of said this earlier, which I think I might clip that off because I think that was a pretty good thing I had on Heineke. Yeah, just go get the sheet cake, bring the punch out, say farewell, just have a going away party for him. Maybe he can go to Green Bay and be the starter there, since it looks like Rodgers to the Jets is going to be a reality. So there we go. So everybody goes into their dark holes, pause, and have a good old time. But y'all, I'm going to hop off here about 10 minutes earlier than I thought. Well, no, 5 minutes earlier than I thought. But I appreciate y'all. Probably going to do something here later in the week because my time schedule has been freed up finally. No more high school basketball, no more high school sports. So it's great. Just one show a week at the radio station and then the regular job. But we are going to do 7 years of On the Warpath. We hit 7 years last week sometimes while I was out of town. And sappy moment for me. I never thought that this would become what it's become. And the support and the people that I've met, it's been because of this channel and because of y'all who come in here and join with that. Am I the biggest channel? No. But the one thing I always try to be, I try to be me 110%. Like I tell people, and you can ask any of the people that have met me off chain. You can ask Nati, Tim, Tony, Ed Oliver, Juan Gotti, those guys who have met me in person. They know that Corey here is Corey anywhere. Like I'm the same guy. And I've always tried to hold true to that. And y'all have kept me in check with that. And I appreciate that. So it's kind of crazy to think that I started this, that we started, bumped it, because you don't get anywhere just by yourself. That it started as a joke at a bar with my friend. And it's become something like this. Because of y'all. It's because of y'all. And this team that keeps us coming back each and every more. It hasn't been, it's been ups, it's down. We've had Amir on here who he's been in the comments. He's helped out a lot early on in the infancy of the channel. Y'all remember Anna? Anna and I are no longer together. So that, and she helped out a lot in those things too. I have another special person with me now that y'all have seen on here, and they may not be a Washington fan, but they are. Rendy, she's a Cowboys fan, but she is very supportive in this thing, and y'all have been supportive. Doc Walker, Julie Donaldson, Bram Weinstein, Toothpick, Paulie, all these guys, G from the shop, Ref the District, all these guys that we've had on here. I know if I keep on going on and on, I'm going to forget somebody. Rio, Jalen Morgan, all these guys. I talked about Kirby. I mean, and then some of the people that I've had here from the jump, like y'all know, when people like Gus Bolick come in here, Marcus Purnell, those are guys who have been here since I was just a random blip on the radar. And they've supported me from the jump. And y'all have really become family. I get kind of emotional just thinking about it, because this stupid ass team, we've been through name changes, and my voice is hoarse, but we've been through freaking name changes. We've been through some of the darkest days, but at the end of the day, I know that nothing, and my spirit's always lifted because I get to come and talk to y'all, and I wouldn't be able to do it without y'all. So I love you guys. And when I say I love you guys, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And I appreciate everything, the good, the bad, the criticism, the praises. It all work together for something good. And we've got a lot more coming up here. Y'all, I appreciate it. If we're going to do something special for year 7 coming up here. But I love y'all. And as y'all know, as I always say, the funny part about my closing is that I wanted to be, I always say love, peace, and hell. I wanted to be like Don Cornelius. What was it? I say love, peace, and hell. And they say peace, love, and soul, or whatever it is. Y'all old heads check me on that. And I screwed it up all the time. And I was talking to somebody, I said, maybe I should just change it. They're like, no, that's you. That works for you. So that's where that came from. A couple years ago, we did Outlast the Bastard, right? It was a professor at my college who they always said, he said, you got to outlast the bastard, jackass. So we added that on there, and it worked. It still does. And then I saw, don't give up until the miracle happens. Damn it, we're going to have a miracle happen, y'all. And then don't forget, okay, Corey, we're going to keep that same damn energy. You're right, bro. You're right. Same damn energy. We're going to keep it on. Hey, and whatever. Dan Snyder, don't give a damn. This is our team. Don't matter if we got these crappy, plain ass pants, a corny name. Hey, we do it all together, y'all. But I love you. We keep that same damn energy. We outlast the bastards together. Hey, now we got left hand up, right? We got left hand up. This is my left hand, right? Let's go, y'all. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Year 7, we're gonna rock and roll. It's gonna be bigger than it always been. Who we taking in the first round? Best player available. And the best people available too. That's y'all. Love, peace, and health. Till next time, y'all. We keep it same at damn energy. Outlast the bastards. And all that other good stuff in between. Sanchez 405. Somebody, please get my damn theme music. Somewhere. There it is right there. I'm out, y'all.